Modern Warfare 2 Season 3 is now live, and we're going to be going over all of the important patch notes associated with the new 1.17 update. If you guys think these patch notes are a W or a complete L, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section of this video. And to stay up to date with any and all news as well as updates, feel free to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. Now, so far, we obviously know we have new weapons within this update. We have the FJX Imperium Sniper Rifle, and we also have the Cronin Squall Battle Rifle. Now, as far as weapons balance goes, this is very important because the meta is changing yet again. As we can see here, Season 3's changes add more responsiveness to movement and the fluidity of combat, including a reduction to the intensity of damage feedback. So overall, we're going to have a smooth and better feeling game, which I think is already a huge W in my book. We have also decreased the magnitude of some of the more punitive attachment cons. So overall, we can build class setups that benefit having less recoil, higher damage, and more range. Again, a huge W in my book. We feel this would result in an expansion in attachments of viability and will enable a broader spectrum of playstyles to excel. This is going to be absolutely incredible within multiplayer because now we're not going to feel the added weight of a lot of these recoil controlling attachments, and what I'm assuming a lot of the magazine attachments as well, because that's kind of where a lot of that added weight is going to be given. Now, obviously, the rest of this with explosive ammo, this is going to be dealing with Warzone. We're going to jump down to the first weapon, which I'm already seeing is the ISO Hemlock. So, under the assault rifle category, they already went ahead and nerfed the ISO Hemlock. I think we all knew this was coming. This weapon is literally unstoppable, and it honestly probably still be unstoppable. So, the ISO Hemlock, all damage ranges reduced. All damage ranges reduced. Okay. They also reduced the lower torso damage. So we're gonna have to go ahead and find out if the ISO is still hard meta here in Season 3, which I think it honestly will be. We have no recoil nerfs, so that's a huge plus. Now, we're also gonna see the M13D, y'all. I just made a video talking about how this weapon needed to be buffed. This has headshot damage slightly reduced. That's not good. Lower torso damage increased, okay. Mid-range damage increased, okay. And upper torso damage slightly reduced. So they're overall just going ahead and bumping up that mid-range capability with this weapon. I did try to keep it in line with the M4 as well as the TAC-56. Now, we also have the STB556 here, which I literally was just talking about. It's almost like they watched my video, which obviously they couldn't have done that and made all these changes this quick. But for the STB, headshot damage increased. Oh shit. Leg damage increased. Lower torso damage increased. Mid-range damage increased. Mid-range damage reduced. Oh, mid-range damage distance increased, mid-range damage. I'm gonna say that must have been a typo, but the STB556 is looking like an absolute monster right now. This is probably gonna be one of the better assault rifles here in Season 3, and I cannot wait to go ahead and get my hands on this, because this honestly might actually be a viable, well, it technically was, but now it might actually be a viable M4 replacement if you were tired of running that weapon and sticking with the normal meta. Let's go ahead and continue, but so far, so good. Oh, the TAC-56 headshot. They buffed the TAC-56. Ooh, we are about to go crazy this season, guys. This is, look, whatever, man. So far, the assault rifles, big W's in my book. Nothing bad here. Yes, we had an ISO nerf, but at the same time, the gun has no recoil nerf, so it's still going to be very easy to use. Now, battle rifles, the FTAC Recon. This is already good. Movement speed increased. Semi-auto leg damage increased. This is going to be for Warzone 2, so we're skipping that. And semi-auto upper torso damage increased. So the FTAC Recon got a massive buff as well. Huge W in my opinion. Okay, let's continue. So far, so good this season. The Lockman 762, movement speed increased. Okay, another great buff within season 3. Yo, these patch notes are looking amazing. So far, they're just buffing weapons, which I think is huge. Huge, huge, huge. The SO14, movement speed increased. Semi-auto maximum armor damage. Okay, that's Warzone 2, so that's not gonna be relevant for multiplayer. The TAC V. Okay. Oh, movement speed increased. Semi-auto leg damage increased. Okay, so they buffed the TAC V. Yo, this is looking awesome. Dude. Yes, that's all I gotta say is yes. Handguns, the Basilisk. This is only for Warzone. We're gonna skip over it. Light machine gun. Oh man, this is the slippery slope right here. Headshot damage reduced, so they nerfed that. Minimum. This is for Warzone 2. Semi-auto headshot damage increase. Semi-auto upper torso damage increase. Semi-auto torso damage increase for the RAL. So if you switch to semi-automatic mode, it's better. Which actually, ironically, probably should be how you should run the RAL now. RPK, they nerfed it. Close mid-range damage reduced. I knew they were gonna nerf this. The RPK is literally like, it's a 75 round AK cast off 7.62, so I knew that was gonna happen. Marksman rifles. The Tempest Torrent, the brand new DLC weapon, what they do here, all damage ranges and reduced slightly. They already nerfed it. Close range mid damage reduced slightly. Headshot damage reduced. Yeah, they nerfed the Tempest. Okay, well, it was good, very good, but okay, so whatever, you know, it's a marksman rifle. Submachine guns. Okay, submachine guns hit spread accuracy increase, so they increased the hip fire accuracy on the bro, y'all. Ooh, Bass P. ADS move speed increased. All damage ranges increased. Oh my god, this update's a massive W. The Lockman sub headshot. The headshot damage decreased. Burst fire leg damage increased. Burst fire between shots decreased. Burst fire torso damage increased. So they nerfed the Lockman sub. Not really. This is not a big deal. The MX9 sprint of fire increased, so we can run around with this weapon. That's gonna be a buff. It sounds like it's a nerf, but it's a buff. The Vaznev 9K headshot damage decreased. We knew this was gonna happen, but again, it's just headshot damage. Not a big deal. The Vaznev is gonna be fine. Vel 46, headshot damage decreased. Again, not a big deal. It's just headshot damage. The Vel 46 is fine. So as far as the weapons goes, I think we're definitely in a huge up position. This is definitely probably the best weapon balance we've seen in a long time within Modern Warfare 2. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and get into the attachments, because I know they said they made changes here. Now for the attachments, the Basilisk, this is going to be a snake shot. Maximum armor damage, this is Warzone 2, irrelevant. Explosive, irrelevant. Explosive ammunition has been added to the MCPR progression tree. So we have explosive damage for the sniper rifles in multiplayer. That's going to be crazy. ISO Hemlock 300 Blackout. This is going to be the attachment, the ammo attachment. Headshot damage increased. Hip fire spread accuracy while prone increased. Initial recoil increased slightly. Long range damage decreased. Mid range damage increased. Medium armor damage for Warzone 2 is irrelevant. Recoil violence increased. Shit. So we're definitely not running the 300 Blackout on the ISO Hemlock. Good to know. Here we go. Barrel, stock, and magazine attachment stats are affected according to how large, small, or heavy, light, long, whatever they are. Okay, so this could be good. Barrel, the heavy barrels, so the ones that increase recoil control, what we usually like to run. ADS penalty slightly oh god, this is a massive dude. Massive W. Light barrels, muzzle velocity penalty reduced. Oh my god. Short barrels, ADS speed penalty increase. Damage rates massive W's. Massive W's. I'll tell you right now, the M4 and the TAC-56 are going to be incredible now. Same thing with the 7.62. Oh my god. Whew. Bipod, ADS speed penalty reduced. Laser brightness increased. That's not good. But again, because these barrels got buffed, we don't need to compensate with the barrel to increase that ADS. So the lasers are probably going to be irrelevant now, which again is not that big of a deal because the barrels were more important anyway. Magazine, large magazine, light machine gun, global, handling and movement speed penalties reduced. The Kastov 545 to 60 round magazine, handling penalty reduced. 7.62, handling penalty reduced with a 40 round. Lockman sub 50 round, handling penalty reduced. M13D 60 round, handling penalty reduced. M16 60, handling penalty reduced. Vaznev 45 round magazine, penalty reduced. Vel 46, both the 50 and 60, penalty reduced. Small magazines, movement speed increased, trip to fire speed increased. In the double tap, they went ahead and they buffed it on the Finnick. What the fuck? Single tap on the STB, they buffed. And the rear grip on the Basilisk, this is gonna be relevant. Warzone 2 stocks, heavy stocks. Okay, so these are gonna be the stocks that increase the recoil control. ADS move speed penalty reduced. Aiming stability benefit increased. Aim walkie steadiness benefit increased. Wow. So all the weapon balance, this update is a massive, colossal W. Wow. And everything else is gonna be pretty much irrelevant. Y'all, this is a huge W, and I'm really excited for season 3, and I cannot wait to get my hands on all these weapons. If you guys think this was a great update, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Let me know down in the comment section. And as always, been your boy Ears. If you guys want to stay up to date with any and all news and updates, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit those post notifications. Let's get right into season 3.